gentlemen on that coaching staff, Joey Rodriguez, in his 6th season, he was the point guard for that Final Four team back in the day with Shaka.
I remember that team very well. We played VCU in a tournament my junior year, and they brought so much intensity and no fear. Coach Shaka Smart brings no fear, and expect to see that from this FIU basketball team tonight.
Opening tip goes to the Miami Hurricanes. Tonight they're 2-0, FIU 0-2. Ron Groover, Pat Adams, Tony Henderson, the officials here in Miami this evening. Opening whistle. It's going to be a little body check on FIU, so an early foul by FIU, and that was on Seth Pinckney, the center at 7 feet 1 inches tall, out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a transfer from Quinnipiac.
Expect them to be very aggressive on the ball screens. As you can see early on, they're double teaming Nijel off the ball screens right away. They're not getting him going. And it worked for a turnover.
FIU opened up their season with an 85-62 loss at UCF. An unexpected loss to Tarleton State, 82-65 last week. But again, they're forcing a ton of turnovers. Problem right now, you got to go back to last season. Denver Jones was their standout player at FIU. Well, he took the bag. He went to Auburn. He's the starting point guard at Auburn. As FIU and Seth Pinckney will go to the line early. They're looking for somebody to not only take control of this team, they also are probably in a position right now, Jack, they got to believe they can win a game here.
You got to believe you can win, because the belief is nothing but a thought that you've been thinking for a long period of time, and that becomes your belief system. These FIU kids, they need to believe they can win this game. They need to be confident coming into the University of Miami basketball program and try to come out with a W.
So Pinckney to the free throw line. This is the first. Again, big old center out of Philadelphia. We saw the size in the last matchup for Miami against UCF. It did present a bit of a problem. Miami was able to run away with that game late down the stretch, but the size did bother them a little bit as FIU jumps out to a 1-0 lead here tonight.
I like how FIU is putting pressure on Miami early. They're not waiting to be down to put the pressure on.
Here's Matthew Cleveland in transition. Norchad Omier thought he was fouled. Ball is loose on the floor. It's Miami basketball. FIU bench erupts. They thought it was off of Miami. See the starting five there. Cleveland for Miami, along with Nijel Pack, Bensley, Joseph, and Norchad Omier. And the officials come together. They get it right, and it's FIU basketball.
See, the great thing about presenting a press is that it's not all about getting steals. It's making the opposite team play fast. And right there, they made the Hurricanes play fast. On to another turnover.
Dean to the rack, kicks it out. 3 in the corner on the way, no good. Matthew Cleveland down with the rebound for the Hurricanes. They like to run. They love to get out in transition. Nijel Pack with an underhand toss to Norchad Omier off his fingertips. Another turnover by Miami, their second.
FIU is set the tone early. Let's get these guys to play fast. And it's working in their favor.
Arturo Dean with the basketball, the point guard. He hands it off. Trapped, right wing, beyond the three-point arc by Miami. FIU splits it. They get out of it. Dean kicks it out. Swing. 3 on the way. That is too strong. Norchad Omier down with the rebound for the Hurricanes. And now Bensley Joseph's turn to bring it up the floor. He'll fire away. An early 3, and he buries it.
Bensley is picking up where he left off. Well, notice he has the long sleeve shirt on today. He's going to get hot early.
Well, why would you mix it up the way he's been playing, huh? Here's a deep 3 on the way, and that missed badly off the mark. Jonathan Abar missed badly. Matthew Cleveland!
Bang me out! Matthew Cleveland with an incredible slam dunk on the fast break right there.
The Florida State transfer, the 6'7", third-year junior out of Atlanta, gives the Hurricanes a 5-1 advantage.
Great help defense by Norchad.
Another turnover. Here comes Poplar.
Look another one.
Oh, he laid it off the glass early.
Couldn't get his feet right.
See the smile on his face.
Smile. Crowd would have erupted.
Well, there's nobody in this gymnasium tonight that can get up there more so than Wooga Poplar. Another near turnover and a missed layup by Jaden Lipscomb. So here comes the Canes again in transition. Matthew Cleveland stepped on the baseline. Here's that Cleveland dunk again.
Oop. That was close. He knew he had that. You can see the length in that finish right there.
Bensley Joseph hit that early three for Miami, and the threes continue to fall for the Hurricanes. They total 10-plus threes for the second straight game in their 88-72 victory over UCF. 3 on the way, rattles around and out. 7-0 run for the Hurricanes. Norchad Omier spins in the paint, fades away, can't connect, too strong. FIU still without a field goal tonight. Boy, FIU, a lot of dribbling, but they're going nowhere with the basketball. Now with double team, here it comes. And a foul on the floor. Who are they going to get? As 4 Panthers get set to check in. It's going to be on Norchad Omier, another early foul. Sanogo, Brewer, and Hawkins will all check in now for FIU.
FIU subbing very, very early. Let's see what value that these kids coming in the game bring to their team.
Miami in the traditional home white tops and bottoms tonight. FIU decked out in the black road traveling gray tops and bottoms as Michael Nwoko will check in for Miami. Norchad Omier with the early foul will take a seat. Coach L tells him, just put your hands up, would you? Here's Gittins. Bounce pass. Corner 3 on the way. That one looks good. And that is buried. Javante Hawkins, fresh off the bench. The sophomore out of Miami.
That's what you want to see. You get in the game, automatically make a play for your basketball team.
A lot of confidence. Matthew Cleveland fouled. He'll go to the free throw line with 15:47 left to play in the opening half here in Miami. The Hurricanes out to an early 7-4 lead. 2022-2023, it culminated in the program's first ever trip to the Final Four. Just a couple of years ago, Coach L took them to their first ever Elite Eight in his 13th season as the head coach of the Miami Hurricanes. And boy, for a long time now, Jack McClinton, he's had them rolling here in Coral Gables.
He's had them rolling. He's had them believing. They think they're a great team.
Right.
And what does that turn into? Their belief system. They believe they're a great team.
And it's amazing because if you go back to like that 2012 season, it didn't take long. And it was the days before the transfer portal, right? So guys were sitting out. But it didn't take Coach L long to assemble a really good team that turned the heads of the Coral Gables and Miami community. That, whoa.
Did not.
You know, like, that to me is what's so impressive is Michael Nwoko about touched the top of the backboard. Bensley Joseph in transition. 3 on the way. Second time tonight he's buried a 3.
Bensley Joseph has really found his rhythm. You know, coming in as an off guard when he's used to coming in as the first point guard off the bench, I think he's starting to understand his role and believing in his jump shot. It looks very, very pure and smooth. Expect to see a lot more threes from Bensley.
You know, I was going to say that there seems to be a sense of confidence. Not that he didn't have, but in prior years, there's a big 3 on the way for Javante Hawkins. That's his second. But Bensley Joseph never had to be the guy before. And the expectation, he doesn't have to be the guy this year, but he is going to have to be a guy. He might need to get you 10, 15 points a game.
He doesn't need to be that guy, but he can be that guy. And that's something that we need. I would like a heat check for him on that shot right there.
Well, he thought about it right in the face of Petar Krivakopich. Behind the back pass, Nwoko pulls up. He buries the mid-range jumper.
I like the way he caught that ball with confidence, let it go right away. No second guessing on the shot.
Skying for the offensive rebound. Jaden Brewer on the putback is good.
Very athletic rebound by Brewer in the finish.
Cleveland lost the basketball. Poplar picks it up. Kick out 4-3. On the way, Bensley Joseph, no good. Matthew Cleveland skied over the back of Deshaun Gittins. And Gittins is going to get called for the foul. Here's that Nwoko block into that three-pointer. How about the block? Look at that thing.
Great timing on that block. You know, the key to being a shot blocker is to be able to time the shot. And that gives you transition threes.
Wide open transition 3. Nijel Pack will take a seat. Keyshawn George is in now for Miami. Young, promising, they believe a stud freshman who's seen some playing time here early. He gets the ball coming off the bench. He pulls up, and the shot is too strong.
I love the confidence that this young kid plays with. Comes in the game, comes up a staggered double screen, shoots the ball. Doesn't make the shot, but I love the confidence to be able to step right in and shoot that ball.
Oh, nothing wrong with asserting yourself, that's for sure. Brewer kicks it out to Sanogo, and then he hands it off to Dean, who works off his screen. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. Here's Hawkins. He's hit a couple of threes. Now he tries to get to the rack, kicks it out. Oh, it's a beautiful look, and then the corner three, no good. A bit too strong for Brewer. Well, that was a great look, though. A terrific pass by Javonte Hawkins, who was triple teamed down in the paint. There's a turnover. On the deck is Wooga Poplar, and a dunk, a flush on the other hand for Brewer.
I want to see Miami get Wooga going early. You know, Wooga's a rhythm player. We want to see him get going early so he can kind of get into his rhythm, make some shots, get some stops, and continue to be that guy that he is.
It's interesting, Jack, being here courtside next to the FIU bench. A lot of energy from this team.
You got to have that energy when you're playing a top 10 team, top 12 team.
Cleveland
Miami
up.
just moved up from 13 to 12. You got to bring the energy.
Matthew Cleveland buries a jump shot. That little stutter, that little Euro step.
You notice I said top 10 before. I believe this University of Miami Hurricane basketball team will easily be a top 10 team the next couple weeks. Great move by Dean. Great move.
Stutter step into the Euro step in the paint, kind of slowed his body down, in control, and tried to kiss it up there, and it was just a bit too strong. So Miami basketball after the foul on Sanogo, his first. FIU with 4 fouls, Miami with 2. Here's Cleveland, swings it. Wooga Poplar, he's been burying him since the season started, and here we go again.
Right on time. Gotta get your sniper going early.
He almost just had a takeaway. Now numbers, and now Poplar does take it away. Wow, he is so athletic. He's got a triple. Now they're going to work it down low for Nwoko. He's going to go to work on the big man, Sanogo. Now he just kicks it back out to Joseph. 15 on the shot clock. Here goes Poplar, pulls up, and it's facing buried. Whoa!
That's what I mean about getting the sniper and the shooter going early. When he sees one go in, he don't even get into his rhythm triple to another 3. That's why you want to get your best shooter going early.
Miami leads by 11. I like the energy, though, from FIU. Their bench, the head coach, Jeremy Ballard, they're very engaged in the game.
Super engaged.
Deep 3 on the way, no good. Arturo Dean not in rhythm. Fired it off the right side of the rim. Here comes Keyshawn George in transition. Tries to get his way to the basket, and then was blocked by Sanogo.
Great defense. I love the attack mode by the freshman. It's got to be on attack mode at all times.
Hawkins dribbling the basketball out near half court. He's got a couple of threes and 6 early points. Is he going to shoot another one? Yeah, that one's way off the mark. FIU is not scared to shoot the deep ball. They're 2 for 9 in that department early. Miami 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. Here's Cleveland. He's going to try to back Hawkins down low. Picks up his dribble. Now he gets it right back. Mismatch. Miami loves this matchup right here. Cleveland fades away and he buries it.
Great shot. You notice how Cleveland got to a spot in the elevator over the smaller guard. That's what you want to see from a dynamic guard like Matthew Cleveland. He can play the perimeter, he can play in the post.
Well, welcome to the show that they call Wooga Poplar around here. He's buried a couple of threes. First one, a piece of cake, and then Nwoko found Poplar, and he buried another one. Well, back here in Miami tonight, and to start the season, it has indeed been the Wooga Poplar show. He's got a couple of threes tonight. He set new career highs in points in back-to-back games. Had 21 versus NJIT in the opener and 23 last Friday against UCF on a night in which they unveiled that Final Four banner high in the rafters here at the Watsco Center. Wooga Poplar is one of the guys that's going to be held responsible for picking up a lot of the scoring in the absence and departure now of Jordan Miller and Isaiah Wong. Here comes Poplar. He just got fouled. Whoa, that was dangerous.
That was dangerous.
And Miami's not happy about it. Wow. That could have been very, very dangerous. And I think the officials want to take a look at it. Yeah, I think that's got to be an intentional foul. You can't grab him by the hip on his way up. You got to make a play on the basketball. That should be an intentional foul.
I mean, it's easy to see it and say, oh, it should have been that. He was going for the ball, you know, in live action. You don't really know how to react, but, you know, in situations like that, sometimes you want to jump off 2 feet. Jumping off 1 foot kind of puts you in a tough position when it comes to finishing the basketball in a fast break tight like that.
So it'll start as a common foul on Arturo Dean. I would imagine that's probably going to escalate, though. You cannot just go grab somebody on their way up to flush a ball and grab them right around the hip.
I also don't think Arturo Dean thought he was going to elevate like that so quickly.
After further video review, the calling change on the court from a common foul to flagrant 1.
All right, so it's going to be a flagrant 1. And that's going to be on Arturo Dean. Here's another look at it. You got to kind of let him go when he's up there near the rim. Unless you're making a play on the ball and you're going to try to block it. So Poplar will go to the free throw line for a couple of freebies. He hits the first.
A little fake handshake like somebody's on the line. And that goes back to when I say rhythm. And he's used to make a free throw, dap my team up.
Makes a pair.
Now he goes for the real dap. Once again, we haven't seen many three-point shots from Nijel early. These teams know Nigel's on that three-point line. They're doubling the pick and roll. Let's look to get him. Let's look to see if he can get some shots in transition.
Norchad Omier back in the game for Miami. So Poplar hit a couple of free throws. Nijel Pack being pestered top of the key. Poplar in the corner. He elevates and he hits it. It's so smooth.
It's a great elevation. The guy's running at him. 2-dribble pull-up, straight up and down. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Wooga works on that every single day. So it looks so natural when it comes to him doing it in the basketball game.
Christian Watson checks in for Miami. They're trying to get him to become an absolute pest defensively as well. He's down low on the big man, A-Bar. Here's a shot, no good. And FIU's going to come up with a loose ball. Here's a near side corner 3, and that is buried by Arturo Dean.
That was a big 3. They needed that 3 to stop the momentum.
Nijel Pack has been slow out of the gates to start the season, Jack. Just a handful of points in each game as Norchad Omier traveled. That's a turnover. What do you see from Nijel early?
You know, the scouting report now is you cannot let this guy breathe. You know, in previous season, Nijel could come in and get a couple of sneaky threes, but now they're all over him. So we're going to look to see Nijel get different spots to get shots, maybe in transition, maybe off a screen and rescreen, maybe play him off the ball to get some shots early.
How much will the success of, let's say, Bensley Joseph and Wooga Poplar and guys that can start to fill it up, how much will that open up opportunities for Nijel Pack?
It's going to open up tons of opportunities. But as I said, when you're a shooter like Nijel Pack, they're on you all game.
Missed easy layup for Deshaun Gittins. It was a turnover. Here's Nijel Pack for 3.
Once again, I just said it 5 seconds ago. Let's look to get Nijel some three-point shots in transition, or the defense is scrambling. They don't know where their man is. And right there, you just saw it. Nijel Pack with a wide-open 3. And expect him to come down with more confidence, shooting his next shot. As a shooter, you just want to see the ball go in one time. That's all you need.
Oh, nice pass down low. And Dante Wilcox, the graduate out of West Palm, cannot finish. And that's going to be another turnover by Miami. Canes leading 31-16. Miami's made 6 of their last 8 field goals. Miami's turned it over 6 times. They've only been able to force 3 turnovers. Problem for FIU is that they've only collected 3 points off of the 6 turnovers that they forced.
The second game in a row that Miami has gotten lucky by teams not capitalizing off the turnovers.
FIU's got 10 points off and from their bench tonight. 6 second chance points to Miami's none. FIU trying to work it down low. Norchad Omier, the big boy for Miami, takes it away. Here comes Christian Watson. Tries to get to the rack, and he's cut off on the baseline by Krivakopich. Pack with a three over for Bensley Joseph. He gets in the lane, then he's stopped. Shot clock at 13. Omier now spinning on his defender, and he found A.J. Casey, but he threw it away. Casey was cutting, and Omier didn't see him.
Once again, I want to see Norchad step into that shot with confidence. He's passing up these open three opportunities for drives and kicks, but the kicks aren't ending up how we want them to end up on the offensive end for Miami.
Oh, there's an alley-oop there from A-Bar to Pinckney. A couple of big boys out there on the floor right now for FIU. Pack is wide open. I wouldn't leave him that wide open. He couldn't connect. Norchad Omier with an offensive rebound. And he fades away, and he can't connect. You want to see him go up stronger there, or are you okay with a fadeaway there?
I'm okay with that fadeaway shot. I just want to see him shoot the open threes that he has, because once you shoot the open three and make the open three, now the defense is running at you. He's attacking defense, but the defense isn't running at him.
Dean pushes off of Joseph, and Dean hits.
Boy, Dean looking like step back Jack on that one. Great attack, great step back, great finish.
He's got 7. He's 3 of 7 from the field. He leads all FIU scorers. Here's Pack again, bombs away on the way, and he buries it.
I cannot believe that FIU is leaving one of the best shooters in the country wide open for an open three like that. But once again, that's another three in transition.
Nijel Pack with 6 early points. Miami leading by 14. FIU slowing things down. There's a kick out. 3 on the way. No good. Way too short. And it's picked up by Norchad Omier in transition. Ball was tipped right off the fingertips of Petar Krivakopich. 5:44 left to play in the half. Pretty looking alley-oop. Canes up by 14. Well, back with you inside the Watsco Center alongside Jack McClinton. I'm Kyle Seeloff. 5:44 left to play in the half here in Miami tonight. FIU, you know, Jack, it's interesting. They're obviously down 14, and Miami is shooting the lights out of the gym. And once again, Wooga Poplar's up to his old tricks. He's got 12. He's perfect from the field. Now shooting 75% from 3 this season. You know, FIU, though, we've talked about it. Really good energy on the bench. They are engaged. They're kind of deliberate with what they're doing. Only turned it over 4 times. They're missing shots, really. But you kind of see how Coach Ballard is going to really try to put this thing together in the years to come. He's in the 6th season at FIU now.
These players are ready to play.
They play for him. Yeah.
Amazing. They play for your coach. They play for each other. That's what you want to see.
Nijel Pack, baseline. Bensley Joseph with a shot fake underneath for Matthew Cleveland. He gets blocked.
I want to see Matthew Cleveland go straight up. The last couple games, I've been seeing him double pump his shot and making himself smaller.
Oh, that was a wild and crazy shot right there by Jaden Brewer. And the shot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Norchad Omier. Now that ball is tipped. Pack's going to have to run it down in the backcourt. 10 on the shot clock. Pack works left, comes back right, gets all the way to the hoop, and his runner off the right side is no good.
Great attack.
Mohamed Sanogo getting set to check back in for FIU. Panthers shooting 32% from the field, 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. Arturo Dean with a team-high 7 points. Firing away, bombs away, Deshaun Gittins. 34-23 now. Back to an 11-point game. Hand off to Cleveland, to Watson, to Pack, to Cleveland.
That's what you want to see. Go straight up and dunk the basketball. Don't worry about the contact coming. Go up and finish strong. Great finish by Matthew Cleveland. You don't want to leave him open.
Oh!
Norchad. Did he just come out of the floor and just block that? I didn't even see him. It's like he jumped out of the floor. Clean block to the first row of the stands.
Javante Hawkins is looking around like, where the heck did he come from?
Always got to step into that shot and shoot a little bit faster. We got a guy like Norchad out there. You got to let that ball go.
Now Dean working on Pack. Down low, near the block, in the paint, had it stripped. Shot clock is at 4. And going up and finishing strong, Sonogo off the bench.
You notice how Norchad didn't want to get his second foul.
Yeah.
Great attack by the big fella. Expect to see more of that from FIU.
Pack up ahead for Joseph, and Wooga Poplar just got fouled. Boy, they are all over Poplar tonight, and it's a little dangerous.
A little. Very dangerous. But it's good to see Wooga smiling.
Another timeout on the floor. 3:43 left to play. Joseph up top. Oh, boy, oh, boy. A little dangerous down there underneath the hoop. Canes leading by 11. .343 left to play in Miami. The 12th-ranked Miami Hurricanes with an 11-point lead over their crosstown rivals. FIU and the University of Miami separated by a whole 10 miles, the two gyms are. And these two tangling here tonight. It's, you know what? It's a, I don't know if you want to call it a rivalry, but it's nice to see these teams get together, Jack. I like that.
Yeah, you can see that. You can call it a rivalry from Florida.
Getting together. Last time these two played, 2008.
Great play out of the timeout to get Nijel Pack a 3.
38-25.
The coach is telling his big fella to calm down.
Slow down, boy.
Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down.
Gittins has nowhere to go. Corner 3 on the way. That thing is buried by George Pridgett Jr. The junior out of Boston, Mass. And the transfer from Polk State College.
He's coming in, ready to play.
Cleveland again in transition. Had the ball knocked away from him. Got swatted off the backboard. Collected his own misfired pass that was deflected. And now Matthew Cleveland is going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. Jonathan Ibar is going to check in now for FIU. So Ibar in, Hawkins out. Cleveland to the line.
This might be one of the games where you see the brightest shoes ever at once. You got pink, green, and orange. Highlighters.
Almost the full spectrum of those highlighters.
Full spectrum. You know, you get the pack when you're in elementary school. Your mom gets you the highlighters.
Right.
Get every color you need.
Arturo Dean thought about a 3. Here's an offensive rebound spinning on Omier, and Omier just picked up his second foul, and Mohamed Sonogo gets the bucket to fall.
Once again, if you notice, Omir's hands were up, or they were a little bit slanted over, just a little bit.
Yeah, he fouled him. He, actually, it looks like he almost lost his balance a little bit here. Kind of fell right into him.
We're going to expect a lot of teams, when they're watching this film, they're going to try to attack Omier early. Because the dynamic of this University of Miami team changes when he's out the game. You know, you look at Norchad in the game, he's getting rebound, you're starting to transition. That's one element the University of Miami loses when he's not in the ballgame.
Well, he's been in foul trouble, Jack, to open up the season, and Coach L mentioned it in his presser that they've got to keep him on the floor. The best ability, as they say, is availability, and you're not available when you're collecting fouls.
And when you see a guy like Norchad, you don't never want to tell him you can't play hard because he plays so hard, which is why sometimes he puts himself in bad position to get fouls. So you got to meet in the middle.
Here's Poplar for 3. Yeah, that one rattles in and out. Almost a surprise when a shot of Poplar's touches the rim these days.
For sure.
A little stutter.
He was surprised he missed
Step
that
back
one.
3 on the way, and it's good. Arturo Dean. FIU is within 4, just like that, with 2:13 left to play in the half.
Look at the difference in energy on these benches. FIU bench is up, down, loud, screaming. Miami's a little bit dull over there.
A 9-0 run for the Panthers. Miami leading by 4.
Greatness is.
Got ourselves a game here in the first half. Miami just had themselves a real big lead, their largest lead at 9:56. Here in the first half, they led by 17. That has been cut to 4 after a 9-0 run over the course of the last 1 minute for FIU. Pack nearly just had it taken away. Omier's off the floor. He doesn't have a point tonight, but he's got 8 rebounds. Leading scorer for Miami is Poplar. Here he goes. He rises and he misses.
I'm loving the intensity that this FIU basketball team is playing with right now. You can notice they're playing with so much confidence. Really believe that they got a chance to win this game.
See if they try to attack the freshman, Nwoko. It's down low for Sanogo. There's a mismatch, and Sanogo puts it up and it falls. FIU within 2. They've had a lead tonight. That was when it was 1-0. Miami's led for 16 minutes and 36 seconds. And counting. Pack thought about a 3, trying to get himself to the hoop. He pulls up and he misses. An opportunity right here for FIU to tie or take the lead with just a little over a minute left to play in the half.
You want to see Miami get back into their offense. They're not really moving the ball that they were doing early on, taking quick shots. But that's what happens when you get down and another team makes a run.
Here is Dean. You better be careful. He's got a team high 10. Is he going to try to pull up? Is he going to try to give him the lead? Here's a step back. That is no good. Rebound down to Matthew Cleveland. Here's a 2-for-1 opportunity for Miami if they want it. 25 on the shot clock, 40 on the game clock. Bensley Joseph in a corner. Good.
Bensley Joseph shooting the ball with so much confidence. That's got to be a great feeling for Nijel Pack.
Miami's lead is 5. They will get it back. So they execute the 2-for-1 opportunity potentially perfectly. Here's Pidgeot. And he hands it off to Dean, then just gets it right back. Another handoff. Sanogo handling the rock, working on Nwoko, the freshman. That was taken away. Bensley Joseph had it. Then it falls. Here's the 3 at the buzzer! Whoa! As time expires. Here's a heave from Nijel Pack. FIU with a last-second 3. Time expiring on the shot clock here in the first half. Miami's going to carry a 41.
He believes. Let's watch the swag that he plays the rest of this ball game with. Look at Dean right now, the starting point guard. What do you think he's saying? Man, you can't guard me.
Might be telling him, look out. I say, you think you're pretty good. I think I'm pretty good. 1992, the only time FIU ever beat the Miami Hurricanes. They haven't played one another since 2008. An opportunity to start the half for FIU to tie it. And let's see if they can do it. Yes,
I called it. That boy Dean, confidence on another level. I saw the way he was dancing and swagging out at halftime. He's coming in strong.
1-for-1 to start the second half. He's got a team high 12. We are knotted at 41. All as Wooga Poplar gets rejected at the rim.
Wooga Poplar got a shot popped. Tie ball game.
Blocked by A-Bar. Here's a 3. Buries it deep.
One thing I know about basketball is when you come out with that swag and you ready, you can play out of your mind.
A 5-0 run for FIU out of the gates here in the second half. They've got their second lead of the night, their first since it was 1-0. Omier still off the stat sheet. That's his 3rd foul. Norchad Omier called for an offensive foul. Pushed right off with the forearm.
Pushed off, and at the same time, this Miami team, you don't want to get down to a team like FIU.
It was blatantly
in
obvious,
a position like this. Very obvious.
Just pushed right off with his left arm there. That's 3 personal fouls on Norchad Omier, who plays a minute in the second half, and he's back to the bench. Here's a 3 in the corner, no good. Another offensive rebound for FIU. Here's the man of the hour, Arturo Dean, barking out signals, the play caller. Dean to the rack. It's tied up. Ball taken away. Oh, look at the strength from the big man, Seth Pinckney, the senior out of Philly. FIU by 5, a 7-0 run to start the half. What a run by FIU coming out of the break. Here goes Poplar to the rack. That gets swatted away. Back comes the Panthers. What a start to the second half for FIU. Miami is down 5. The height, the size differential has been too much for Miami. Quickly to the rack. Up and under. A bucket for Deshaun Gittins. A timeout for Jim Larinaga. 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the start of the second half. Miami trails by 7. A 9-0 run for FIU. We've got a good one here in Coral Gables tonight. What a turn of events here in Coral Gables. FIU, if you go back to the first half, Jack, is on a 23-3 run. They're on a 9-0 run to start the second half. It forced Jim Larinaga into a timeout. Miami, all of a sudden, the 12th-ranked Hurricanes are trailing by 7 here at home. They've got to get going. Do you sense any difference here in the body language?
If you look at the FIU team on the court and the team on the bench, their body language and their frequency, they're vibrating at a super high level. If you look at Miami, it's a little lackluster. It's kind of low. The vibration is low. And you're seeing the energy shift into FIU's favor.
Bensley Joseph with a turnover. He stepped out of bounds before the three-point opportunity. So FIU leads 48-41. What a win this would be for the FIU Panthers. There's a long way to go in this game, but it's been a long time since Miami has any type of control in this thing. Again, they're on a 23-3 run. They look like the better team right now.
They look like the better team because they're playing with more confidence. And you can tell they're playing with nothing to lose. It's like they're out here playing on the playground. That's the best basketball.
Shot no good. Another offensive rebound. This time it's Seth Pinckney. FIU by 9.
And this is where you need Norchad Omier.
Yep. They might have to get him back in the game, even with the 3 fouls, Jack.
Not only does he help you with the rebound, but he helps you with rebounding position. He gets those big men out the paint.
Another turnover by Miami. This is incredible. They have forgotten how to play basketball. It's a 9-point lead for FIU. A deep 3. On the way, it's short. Another offensive rebound. Here comes another 3. On the way, no good. Swatted out. Dean's got it. 2 offensive rebounds. Another one, yes!
Long threes equal long rebounds. Miami needs to pick up their energy right now, or they may be going home with a loss. Notice Miami's not even really attacking the basket right now.
They can't get a shot, Jack. They can't get a shot. Cleveland for 3, and that rattles in.
That's a huge shot. It's a huge shot by Matthew Cleveland to kind of put a halt to the momentum that FIU has right now.
Wow. Norchad Omier is going to have to come back in this game, and it might be coming here at the next media timeout. Miami trailing by 9, approaching 15 minutes left to play. They need a run of their own to get back into it here at home. There's a turnover. Numbers. Joseph all the way, and he lays it up and in.
That's the intensity you want to see from a guy like Bensley Joseph. Bensley Joseph finishes that basket, talks a little smack to the big fella to try to block the shot.
53-46. Quick run for Miami. 5 quick points. The lead is 7.
Now you see the crowd getting into it. That's what you want to see.
Miami's got to find a way to rebound the basketball after an FIU miss. FIU has their foot on the floorboard. They are sticking it to the Canes going back to late in the first half. Deep 3, no good. Offensive rebound. Shot clock expires. FIU saying that the ball hit the rim. I think the officials want to take a look at it. They'll go to the video monitor while we take a break. 14:41 left to play in the half in Miami. It's all 18 second chance points. Miami does not have a second chance point this evening.
It goes right back to that energy.
Standing around.
If you watch this Miami basketball team right now, they're really playing not to lose instead of playing to win the basketball game.
Stunning. Miami has 2 points from their bench tonight, and in second chance opportunities outscored 18-0. Miami is 2-0. FIU is 0-2. Are we going to witness an upset in Coral Gables here tonight? Will Miami start attacking offensively? Cleveland over. Nijel Pack 3 rattles in and out. One and done opportunity.
Great pull. He's ready to shoot. Expect the next one to go in.
Coach Larinaga has put A.J. Casey in the game. And maybe that'll help him in the rebounding department. There's a takeaway. Here comes Miami. And Joseph over to Pack.
And for FIU right now, you do not want to turn the ball over and get that momentum switching in University of Miami's favor. Easy layups, easy switch-ups for momentum.
Under 14 left to play. 53-48. FIU leading. Gittins hands it off. Hawkins, he's got a couple threes tonight. Hawkins, that's an offensive foul. And that's going to be on Jonathan Abar, the junior.
Slowly but surely, you're looking at the momentum switch.
Put that left knee into the hip of Nijel Pack. And now Abar is going to take a seat. Brewer will check back in. Petar Kravakovic is out as well for the Panthers. 53-48 is the lead now for FIU. A quick 7-0 run for Miami. They put together just a wild extended run here tonight. Here's Poplar. Poplar's been quiet for a while now. Here goes Joseph. Works off a high screen, spinning into the paint. Pulls up, and he gets it to go. Shooter's touch.
Great touch by Bensley Joseph, and great attack. Once you get in that paint and you make a play, you make it a lot easier for your offense, the offensive rebound.
A little over 3 minutes ago, FIU led by 12. It's now 3. FIU with 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. Miami on a 9-0 run to the rack. Shot no good. Ball is in the air. Here comes Miami. There's a foul. Boy, what's FIU doing? What are they fouling Matthew Cleveland for 80 feet away from the hoop?
That's going to get Matthew Cleveland going. Nice little smack to the face. That gets you rolling. That gets you going.
Dante Wilcox will check in now for FIU. Boy, there's a little trap there on so far away from the hoop. It's the second foul here in the half by FIU. Miami's committed 1. 53-50, 12:50 to play. Building was pretty quiet for a long time tonight. Largest lead for Miami, 17, with 10 minutes left to play in the first half. Here comes Wooga. Poplar looking for anybody. Matthew Cleveland pulls out to tie it.
Look at the intensity on Matthew Cleveland. I saw when he got hit in that last play. He is locked in. Shout out to Lethal Shooter. He is locked in right now. Look at Matthew Cleveland.
Jeremy Ballard wants a timeout. Just like that, Miami erases a 12-point deficit. They're on a 12-0 run of their own. Matthew Cleveland ties it in Coral Gables. 12:27 left to play. Matthew Cleveland has 16 points, 6 in the second half, a couple of threes for Miami. They just erased a 12-point deficit. Both sides have made 9 3-pointers tonight. Miami's finally got a couple of bench points. FIU has destroyed them in that department, in addition to the second chance opportunities. So here comes FIU out of the break. A raindrop 3, no good. Is somebody going to come up with the rebound? Loose ball on the floor. FIU's got it. A.J. Casey with the block. Here comes Miami the other way. Can they retake the lead? Joseph gets fouled. He hits the deck hard.
I really like this lineup for the University of Miami. Very different, dynamic, fast lineup. Switch 1 through 5. Everybody can shoot the basketball. This is the lineup that kind of got Miami back into this basketball game.
That was another offensive rebound for FIU, too. They're lucky A.J. Casey was straight up and down when he left the deck because, boy, Miami is getting hammered. You know, that's been a talking point of contention for years now. How do they beat these teams that are bigger? Well, they've struggled the last couple of games as Joseph makes the first to give Miami a 1-point advantage. They've got to figure something out, Jack. Miami does to find a way to rebound the basketball a little bit better. That's not going to fly in conference play.
It's not going to fly in conference play. It starts with having your best rebounder, keeping him on the floor. But it is good for a plan B to be able to play fast and use your speed to outrun basketball teams. And that's what University of Miami has done to get back into this basketball game right now. Let's look for FIU to come back with momentum stopping. Oh, we do not want turnovers.
Here comes A.J. Casey. High flyer to the rack. Joseph with the takeaway on the defensive end. He swiped it right out of the mitts of Arturo Dean. Miami leading by 4. To the rack. Shot no good. George Pridgett Jr. missed it. Kings. Poplar. Oh, here we go.
Poplar with a transition 3. Rhythm shot. Cash money.
It's a 19-0 run for Miami. Dean just got whacked by Joseph, no call. 60-53, there's a bucket. That's a pretty one right there for Jaden Brewer. And I think Arturo Dean might need some assistance from the athletic training staff. He's banged up. FIU back within 5.
Great cut, great finish.
Boy, both Pridgett and Dean are going to take a seat. And Arturo Dean, I don't know if it's a cramp or what the case might be, but they're going to want him back in the game quick. He's got a team-high 15 for the Panthers.
They need him back. Let's see how Norchad can affect this game, not only offensively, but defensively for the University of Miami Hurricanes.
Now, this is an aberration for Norchad Omier tonight. He's got 3 fouls. Here goes Poplar with the left hand. Thought about rising. In the paint, backs it out for Joseph. Omier, 8 rebounds. He's 0 of 3 from the field. Joseph looking. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland strong to the rack. A foul on the floor. Cleveland will go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be on Dante Wilcox.
Great attack by Matthew Cleveland.
Well, he's tried to take the game over now, Jack. He's got a team-high 16 for Miami. He's become very aggressive, and that's been the difference. Miami has simply gotten aggressive after FIU just scared them to death here with that 12-point lead.
For sure. That's what you want to see. When you're down, you got to be aggressive. You cannot play the game to lose. You got to play to win at all times. Now Miami's back in this game. You see them playing with a little bit more confidence, and you see the shift in the score. Miami's back up 6 with 10:43 left.
The 7'1" center Seth Pinckney out of Philadelphia, and the transfer from Quinnipiac is back in the game for FIU. He can gobble up rebounds, offensive and defensive, on the offensive and defensive side of the floor. So the lead is 7 for Miami. We've got a really good game here in Coral Gables tonight as we approach the halfway point of the second half. At the free throw line, Brewer hands it off. Here's the 3 on the way. No good. Wooga Poplar skies for the rebound. FIU wants to travel. Officials are going to call a foul. And the referee just went over to the FIU bench and said, take a seat. You're not the officials tonight. We are.
I'm loving the way Wooga's on the defensive and offensive rebounding. He's doing a great job of getting in there with the big fellas bumping and coming up with the basketball.
Inbound pass goes to Nijel Pack, being pestered by Brewer. Here's Norchad Omier. He's had a quiet night. He's trying to get to the rack. He goes up, and he gets blocked for the foul. Pinckney's going to be called for the foul.
The only reason you get that foul is you attack the big fella. He went up strong. He didn't double pump. He went straight up and threw the foul. That's a good sign for Norchad. He's not playing nervous to get his offensive foul or a defensive foul. He's playing on attack mode, and that's what you want to see from a guy as strong as Norchad, as athletic and dynamic as Norchad.
That was the right call, too. Pinckney grabbed the wrist of Omier, who just got his first point of the night. And now Dean and Krivakopich are going to check back in for FIU. That'll send Brewer and Hawkins to the bench. Miami's lead is 8 with 10:07 to play. Omier hits a pair from the free throw line. Wow. The run for Miami is 23-2 over near 6 minutes.
Basketball is a game of runs. FIU run the run, and Miami bring it right back.
FIU started the second half on a 9-0 run. It was a 23-3 run. That's a ticky-tack foul called on Bensley Joseph.
It's definitely a ticky-tack foul. But at the end of the day, you love the intensity that Bensley's playing with. Trying to get in the passing lanes, trying to get a steal, get the momentum going for his team.
I keep an eye here on Dean. He went to the far end of the bench. He needs some assistance from the athletic training staff. I don't know what's ailing him, but he's been a weapon for the Panthers here tonight. Here's a high screen. Krivakopich hands it off in the paint. Strong with the left hand. Deshaun Gittins.
Great tape by Gittins. Getting 2 feet in the paint. Hook the defender. Nice layup with the left hand.
Starting 5 on the floor right now for Miami. Poplar working. Bombs away for 3. No good. 2 short. And who's basketball? It's FIU basketball. That rolled off of Norchad Omier. Miami's lead is 7. What a test this has become for Miami tonight.
It's a great test for Miami. You know, you got some big teams like Georgia coming up in the Bahamas very soon. It's a great test. Great sign of resilience for the University of Miami basketball team.
Gittins with the right hand from the left side. He beat Nijel Pack to the rack.
I love the way he got to the basket and put the ball out in front of him. Showing his length, great finish at the basket.
Here's a trap, top of the key. Omier bombs away for 3, no good, 2 short off the front of the iron.
Although Norchad missed that shot, I like the fact that he shot that ball.
Here's a turnover. Poplar pulls up and he misses it. It's Miami basketball with 8:39 left to play. Javonte Hawkins is going to check back in now. Dean's going to take. I don't think he's right. Something's wrong with Dean.
Yeah, Dean's not right. He's not all the way there, but at the end of the day,
I don't know if it's a cramp or what it is.
His team has some.
Yeah, they brought him off the floor. Here's Pack. Dribbling. Lost it. FIU basketball on the turnover. 64-59. Is this another FIU run? Miami hasn't scored in 3 minutes, leading 64-59. Here's the 3. Top of the key. All the way. Bang! Javonte Hawkins. Miami's lead is 2.
That was a great play call to FIU. Great play call. Get your shooter off a stagger screen. Wide open trade ball. Cash money.
Here's Poplar. Working. Started right. Came back left. He got bumped. Now Joseph going strong to the rack. No call on the floor. That's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Miami basketball. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 7:54 on the game clock when we come back. Bombs away Javonte Hawkins. It's the Panthers who are giving the 12th-ranked Canes a run for their money here in Miami tonight. The Hurricanes fend off another furious comeback from the FIU Panthers about 10 miles north up the road. 28 bench points for FIU tonight. Miami still does not have a second chance point, Jack McClinton, in this ballgame. It'll be Canes basketball. Coming out of the TV timeout, 11 on the shot clock. Inbound pass to Omier. Joseph has it, picks up his dribble. Here's Pat working on his defender. Pulls up for 3. Looks good.
That is a tough shot. Hitting with the Steve Smith half spin to the jumper. Beautiful shot by now.
His foot was on the line. Give him a pair. It's a 4-point lead for Miami. FIU's beat Miami once in 1992. First time they're meeting since 08. Here's a runner, and it's good. Oh, that's a pretty one for Hawkins.
Hawkins said, I need my get back. Let me get back.
Wow. That was smooth. And now they're really starting to go to work on Nijel Pack. Cleveland looking down low for Omier. He's only got 2 points tonight. He goes up with the right hand and he finishes.
Oh, my goodness. That was a beautiful jump hook. Elevated extremely high. It's almost like he threw the ball in the basket.
He jumped right over top of Pinckney, who stands at 7 feet and an inch tall. 3 on the way. On the way, no good. Miami with a rebound.
When Norchad Omier is on the court, You notice the second half points or second half attempts.
Cleveland for three. Left him wide open. He buried it. Oh, you can't leave that open.
What a shot by Matthew Cleveland.
FIU trying to trap Nijel Pack, top of the key. He's a terrific point guard. He found a wide open teammate, Cleveland, with a season high and a team high 21.
Matthew Cleveland is really carrying this University of Miami basketball team right now on the offensive end and defensive end.
Lead is back to 7. Here's a 3. Stutter step. Shot is no good. Norchad Omier, the big fella, down with the rebound. Up top, Bensley Joseph in the corner. He'll fire away.
See, that's what Norchad Omier gets you. He gets you defensive rebounds, and he's able to initiate the basketball on the fast break and find guards for open shots in transition. A lot of times your big man gets the rebound, looks for your point guard. He's getting rebounds, passing to a guard for an open 3 in transition.
The lead was 2. Now it's 10. Omier looks like a little point guard. Look at the feed and the finish by Joseph. Canes lead by 10.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice. Look nice.
It's all about you because you got to stay on the floor, dude. All right, Miami leading by 10 with 5:56 left to play. That was a quick timeout from Jeremy Ballard after the 8-0 run for Miami. They lead by 10. They're up to number 12 in the polls. Boy, they sense the pressure this season after that Final Four run last year. Out of the timeout, 3 on the way. Way too short. Another offensive rebound for FIU. Deshaun Gittins as Norchad Omier lost the shoe.
Look at FIU to get into some full-court press right now to try to speed the game up, get some turnovers.
They've got 30 points off their bench, 32 points in the paint, 20 second-chance opportunities. This is Miami's none. With Norchad Omier, one of the better big men in the country, Miami doesn't have a second-chance point tonight. Lead is 8. Pack gets it. Trap gets it away to Joseph underneath Omier. Numbers. Poplar thought about a 3. Up top, Nijel Pack deep. This thing is really deep. It rolls in and out. Cleveland, Miami's got a second chance opportunity. It comes with 5:25 left to play. It's their first of the night.
Matthew Cleveland, a great all-purpose player. Offensive rebound, defensive rebound, shooting, attacking the basket.
No doubt he's the player of the game right now for Miami if they can hold off FIU. Abar to the rack with the right hand. That was a piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Norchad does not want to draw any more fouls or get any more fouls.
Miami's going to break the press again, and Omier just hands it off to Pack. 4:54 left to play. We're under 5. Here goes Pack. Oh, look at that move. He wanted the foul.
Great hesitation, using the basket to block off the defender. With a little bit of English on that spin for the layup.
What a move by the little guy, Nijel Pack. They tell us he clocks in at 6 feet tall. I think that might be generous. FIU back in towards the bucket. No finish.
Logo trying to
Dean for 3. Too strong. Poplar. Rebound. Here comes Miami. Omier. Left hand finish.
Omier almost had a flat tire on that one. He's so strong, he was able to get that up and finish with the left hand.
Now the lead is 12. With 4:08 left to play, Miami leading 80-68. FIU's going to climb back in it. They've gotten all of their points, it feels like, down in the paint tonight. There's a turnover. Now the ball's on the deck. Loose ball. Numbers for FIU. And a bucket for Dean. Whoa, they just caught a break.
Dean is really hurting right now. You don't want to see that from your starting point guard.
It's the 3rd time he's trying to come back in. He's struggling. Nijel Pack, the hesitation from the wing and the finish on the big fella. The lead for Miami is 10. There's 3:47 left to play. Don't go anywhere. 3 points for the Miami Hurricanes tonight, and he's putting his new team on his shoulders, Jack.
He definitely is, and he's coming in playing very unselfish basketball. He's picking his spots, attacking the basket, and the biggest thing, he's knocking down his open threes. In the past, you watch Matthew Cleveland shoot his threes. He doesn't stay with the shot. Today, he's shooting the ball straight up and down, standing in the same spot that he shot the ball from.
He has tied his career high with 23 points tonight. He poured in 23 against St. John's on December 17th of last season. Cleveland with 23 tonight, and you better believe he knows how many he's got. But of importance for Miami right now, complimentary team basketball. When you're the 12th ranked team of the country, everybody's coming through your throat. FIU has put on quite the show here tonight.
Oh, for sure. They have a huge target on their back.
Keyshawn George is in for Miami. He inbounds the basketball to Bensley Joseph, who's being pestered by George Pridgett Jr. So the freshman George with the basketball, a handoff to Poplar. Nijel Pack is going to check back in. Here comes Omier, looking, trying to find somebody. And Norchad Omier nearly just threw the basketball away. Nijel Pack is going to check back in, but Omier just kind of lobbed it in the direction of Poplar, and I guess he didn't see George Pridgett Jr. That was not a good pass. They faked the handoff. Here's Pack. Pack to the rack. He throws it out. Poplar thought about a deep three, and he turned it over. And there's a foul on the floor. Poplar is going to be called for a foul. Just lost the basketball. 3:21 left to play. Miami is in the bonus. The Canes have only committed 3 fouls here in the second half.
Still 3:21 left.
There's a lot of time left.
A lot of time left. You want to see FIU continue to increase the intensity. You notice the energy is not the same as it was when they were up. You got to keep that same energy, like they say.
And
keep that same energy.
And Arturo Dean's not in. He's got 17 points. Dean is not on the floor. He's been banged up for about 5 or 6 minutes now, and they can't keep him on the floor when he gets himself back in. FIU has gone on multiple runs tonight. An extended one to end the first half. There's a foul. That's on Nijel Pack. Boy, they're missing Dean. Bad time for your star to get hurt. FIU's question coming in was who's going to take this thing over this year, right? We lose our star player to Auburn. We need somebody. And Dean pours in 17, and late in the game, down 10, he ain't on the floor. 80-70, 3:05 left to play. Fresh 20 on the clock for FIU. Holding the basketball, Jonathan Abar, and he gets it in. Oh, and a foul on Norchad Omier.
You hear a lot of oohs and ahs in the crowd, but when you attack someone on defense and you go up strong, a lot of times you put the ref in a difficult position. And right there, he put the ref in a difficult position, and he was forced to call that foul.
To the line is Mohamed Sanogo, the junior out of Pittsfield, Mass. He's 1 of 1 from the free throw line tonight. He's 2 for 2. The lead is 9, 3 to play.
Let's look for FIU after this made basket, if he makes a free throw, to put some type of press onto the University of Miami Hurricanes and try to force a steal.
Ain't the prettiest free throw you've ever seen, but Sanogo 2 of 3 from the charity stripe tonight. The lead is 9 for Miami. Does FIU have another run? Can Miami hold it off? Can Miami put together another run? They've got numbers as FIU continues to try to trap. Joseph to the rack with the right hand. No foul on the floor. Here comes FIU. Miami wanted the foul. Now looking in the corner. Gittins down low. Abar. I think Abar wants the basketball. They want to try to get Norchad Omier out of this game. And a near turnover. 10 on the shot clock. Plenty of time. An open 3. Rattles in and out. But an offensive rebound for the Panthers. Again, they turn it into 2 more. The lead is 7.
Second chance points. Cannot give those up.
There's a blocking foul, and that's going to send Nijel Pack to the charity stripe. A 1-and-1 opportunity. Miami in practice this week, if they can hold on to win, there might be a point of emphasis, Jack, on rebounding the basketball.
Oh, for sure.
They've allowed 15 offensive rebounds.
They're going to bring that rebound machine out.
Wow.
And they're going to be on the boards, literally.
2:06 left to play. Miami trying to hold off FIU. Pack attempting his first free throw of the night. A 1-and-1 opportunity, and he missed it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Miami's doing everything it can to lose this thing. Arturo Dean is back to the check-in table. Under 2 minutes left to play. Far from over. It's a 7-point game. 3 on the way. This one looks good. He buried it. George Pridgett Jr. Now the lead is 4. Nijel Pack nearly lost the inbounds pass.
Huge shot by Pridgett. Huge shot. Shot that ball with no fear. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And he said, I'm here.
Poplar for 3. Buried it. Wow. That's a stone-cold killer in the corner.
He's
no
a
hesitation.
Maniac.
No hesitation. So Miami answers the 3. About 1 minute and 10 seconds left to play now. Gittins looks up top. Here's Pridgett. He just buried the 3. Now in the far corner in the face of Poplar. Shot is no good. Stein for the rebound. Norchad Omier as Miami looks to put this game on ice. Here comes Pack in transition. Got to be careful. Weaving in and out. Now he pulls it out. 19 on the shot clock. 47 on the game clock. Miami's lead is 7.
For a high screen and roll for Pack right here.
Block
They're going to double the ball screen.
Is he going to pull up? Is he going to pull up? There he goes to the rack with the right hand. He gets it to go.
Pack said it's time to pack him up.
Norchad Omier into the scores table. Whoa.
All right now, Norchad. Way to play hard. Nigel's really getting in that paint, showing a little bit of athleticism there with a little honey dip.
Boy, Miami's lead is 9 with 31 seconds to play as Arturo Dean checks back in. I don't know if he can play defense, but they're hoping he's in to make a bucket. And the referees are going to take a look at the clock and possession of the basketball if there was any doubt at all that it was off of Norchad Omier. So they want to take a look at the clock and possession here. What a game, Jack.
Great game. In-state rivalry. You don't expect anything less.
So let me ask you this. Let's start with FIU. Say they lose this game. It's a 9-point game with 30 seconds left to play. You fall 0-3. To me, that 10-mile trip back north, you've got to have a world of confidence the way you played these guys tonight.
100%. You know, they were up. They were up almost 8-9 points. Played with confidence. Their energy was very, very, very well alive. And you can go back and say, we competed with a Final Four basketball team last year.
Now, for Miami, is a win a win? How do you feel coming out of this thing tonight? There's clearly a lot to work on. They're having a tough time, second chance opportunities.
Oh, yeah, win is always a win. But you got to learn from everything. So they're going to get back, watch the tape, and see where they can get better, see what they did well, and see where they can get better. Come in the next game with a different team, with a different mindset.
FIU outscoring Miami by 30 in terms of bench points tonight, 34-4. 15-7 in favor of Miami, or FIU on the offensive glass. Second chance points, Miami losing by 20 in that department. The clock is at 25. Tight defense by Miami. Here's a shot by Dean, and oh, a foul is called. Bensley Joseph gets called for a foul. That's going to send Arturo Dean to the line. He's going to shoot 3. Didn't see it, but I'd like to see what the official saw. I'm not seeing it, Jack. I'm sorry. Well, maybe this is going to be our best angle. I have no idea.
That's a tough call right there.
Dean makes the first. So he makes all 3. This could be a 5-point game with 22 seconds left to play. And Miami's not in the double bonus. FIU doesn't have fouls to give, but a couple more fouls is still a 1-and-1 opportunity. And he rattles in the second. Dean with 19 tonight.
Big game for Dean. Florida kid as well. So it's good to see him come back home, or he's already home. Becoming University Miami, have a good ball game.
FIU trying to trap the basketball to get it up the floor to Wooga. Poplar going towards the rack. 10. Nobody is fouling. FIU's got a foul with 8 seconds left. Miami leading by 7. They just killed, what, 20 seconds?
Great pace by Miami. Wooga attempted like he was going to go for a layup, brung it back out.
I'll tell you what, FIU was looking over, by the way, to their head coach, Jeremy Ballard. In that position, you don't even looking at the head coach to see if we want to foul or not, boys. We got a foul. We're down 7.
You need to foul right away. You got to know that.
So Pack to the free throw line for Miami. And the Canes are trying to sneak out of here with a win tonight, and that's going to help. So the lead is 8 with 8 seconds left, and that's probably going to do it. But
Pack
what a game.
Can pack him up right now. Great game by Nijel. All game, you know. You didn't see too many long threes, but it's attacking the basket, finishing at the basket, getting his teammates involved.
Wait, he misses a free throw. So the clock ticking down to 5, down to 4, down to 3. Dean blocked by Omier. There's a dunk with 0.9 seconds left. That's going to do it. Miami is going to get out of here with an 86-80 victory over FIU. But what a game here at the Watsco Center tonight.
Great game at the Watsco Center. It's great for FIU to come in with no fear. This is a great game for Miami.